Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Couple of Dads podcast. Myself, Roony.
And me, Jay.
And, we're 4 weeks in now, Jay.
4 episodes, bruv. We're getting well,
I know,
It's
doing all right, isn't it, eh?
We're doing well.
4 episodes in.
I like it a lot.
So how's Mabel?
She is good. This week I've noticed that she talks a lot anyway, yeah? And she shouts up the place. But this week I've noticed she started getting a little bit more vocal.
Yeah, you know what? Brandon's been talking a lot this week as well.
Do you see what I'm saying?
You know what? He does this thing, right?
So
he goes,
go on.
It's like he's trying his hardest to talk to us. Like, so he'll put his lips together and he leans forward, like he'll sit himself up and go, ooh, like he's trying his hardest to get the words out.
I wish I could replicate the noises that Mabel makes, yeah. They're mad, bruv. Like, it's proper, like I think she'll be talking soon.
Yeah, same.
Me and Nance were saying it earlier. We think she might be talking soon. She'll be an early talker.
Yeah, nice.
She seems like she's on it, bruv.
Yeah, I think Brandon's going to be the same. Like,
he
wakes up in the morning and he don't cry or nothing. He just talks.
Stuff.
Yeah, like, so you can hear him, like,
just
right. Like, and he's like, yeah, he's chatting. Like, he's like
just
saying,
mad.
you know what,
because
come
Mabel
on.
does it at like 5 a.m. when I'm going to work. She's there trying to talk and that. Just shush, man. Go sleep.
Yeah, it's special, man.
It's a great time.
Every single day they do something new. I love it.
It's a great time, man. It is the best, absolute best.
So last week we gave you a little lead into, like a few weeks after, a month after the birth.
Yeah, man. It was a good one. Last week's one,
It was
very good.
It was a nice fun one. Like we got to talk about all the good stuff, the challenging stuff, the things that you learn on the job,
Yeah, man. It's always learning on the job, boy.
Definitely.
It's always something new going on.
It really is. And the women, they never really had much to say on last week's episode. We done all right.
Yeah. Well, there was a couple bits, but it was one of them ones we can leave it until when they come on.
Yeah.
Because then they can just say it themselves. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't that vital that they needed to jump in last week.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
So you never heard their voices on last week's episode. They've done.
Sorry to anyone that was hoping to hear them. Yeah. Sorry about that.
But again, I've had a lot of good feedback.
Man.
The dad's armies. They've been out in full. It's building. They've been out in full force. You might even see some. Posters out and about that we've been.
If you do see a poster out and about, make sure you take a picture and tag us, please, because I want to see.
Yeah, fling that on the socials. Take a little selfie with yourself and that, and then we'll make sure we get it up on the story as well.
That's it.
Yeah. So what are we saying for this week then, Jay?
So this week we are going to be talking about 2 to 5 months.
Nice. So it brings us kind of up to date.
It brings us up to right now. A lot has happened in that time, bruv.
It has.
When I think about it, a lot of things have happened.
I hear that.
A lot of stuff.
You've had especially one epic thing, but we'll talk about that.
We'll get to that, We'll get to that.
Yeah, that was
man. And then we have, as usual, the product of the week. We got a few products this week.
We've got our main product of the week, but then we've got some little...
others.
There's a whole range of different products out there for like nappies, bottles, all of that. So we'll tell you our choices and why we chose them. Then hopefully for all you soon-to-be dads or you've got, there's options. You might find one that you don't know about.
We might give you a little bit of advice that you think to yourself, that sounds like I could use that, and you might sway towards it. So you never know, man. You never know.
Well, let's get in, and then I'm sure there'll be other things along the way.
Yeah, that's it.
It was about that 2 months kind of time. I think we had our first Father's Day, wasn't it?
Oh yes, it was. Yes.
So Kerry done a pretty special one for the first Father's Day.
Because wasn't it Father's Day when you was on, what do you call it, on Channel 4? Wasn't that was Father's Day, wasn't it?
That was
it was.
Day, yeah.
Oh wow.
So we touched on that last week, but
a little piece.
Father's Day was that was special. And
man.
You know what, that it's an important one, and I suppose like we was lucky because we got the Father's Day before the Mother's Day.
Well,
it's Mother's Day every day.
Yeah,
but you have to make sure you extra special them.
That's it.
Spoil them on actual Mother's Day. But Father's Day, Kerry done a pretty epic one. So as I've said before, like her family's all West Ham.
Oh mate.
So Kerry properly she told me we was going for dinner, but we was doing something before. So I didn't really know what it was, and we was driving. And I was like, where are we heading to, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And we turned up. We rocked up at the Emirates.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. I was like, all right. Like she knows I missed a few games last year with a season ticket because obviously where she was pregnant and COVID and all that sort of stuff. You didn't want to, like put myself in massive big crowds and all that sort of stuff.
I hear that.
While she was pregnant, so she was like, right, if I'm gonna take like first Father's Day, you could take the boy to the Emirates.
That's a great one.
She booked a stadium tour, so that was pretty cool.
That's not my favourite. Like, that wouldn't be my first choice place to go, but I can respect it. Well, look, you will find out soon anyway.
He's one of the other.
He's one of that mob up the road, isn't he? We're not going to do football on here because he'll get political.
We leave that to me, brother.
I think that's a great father. That's a good Father's Day, though.
Yeah, and then we went to St. Street after, and it was special, man. Like we done like the photos. So on the stadium tours and that, there's like green screens and you can hold up the trophies. I know there's not many of them over at your place, but Brandon had a few photos with the trophies, and he got to take home like a little book, and they'd made up like a newspaper article. Like the Keiths have been to, like Keith signed for the Emirates for Arsenal, and man, it was wicked. Proper. It was wicked. So that's a little memory that we'll keep.
That's wicked. That's proper sick. So Father's Day, we went to a place called Putt Shack.
Okay, yeah.
So it's the
golf thing.
It's like a crazy golf thing, but you don't have to keep the scores yourself because the ball's got a little thing inside it. So when you take the shots,
so like what's that other one?
I can't even remember
the thingy golf when you hit it
golf.
far. Yeah, no.
It's got the thing inside. It's got a little tracker thing inside the ball. So when you take a shot, it logs it on the computer. So we went there. We had some dinner in there. There's nice food in there as well. But yeah, it was good to just go to Putt Shack and just have a laugh.
Yeah. You know what?
I was fuming. I didn't win though.
Oh, who won?
Marley did, man.
Oh, that's all right. You can let that one go.
She rubbed that one in massively though.
Mate. But it's mad. Even thinking back now to the change in Brandon. From then, like that Father's Day, he was tiny.
Now, it's crazy.
Like there, he'd just started to smile, like we were saying, and now he's like, you know the things that make him smile.
Exactly that.
You know, like the talking, trying to talk, the rolling over, the rolling back.
Exactly that.
The development from then.
It's crazy, isn't it? How fast it happens.
Crazy.
Like how fast the developments develop, how they develop from them points, from beginning until now. And you can see it for yourself. It's mental, absolutely mental.
Yeah, so just thinking that, like how tiny, like we've just recently thrown out all of the 0 to 3 month stuff, or not thrown them out, put them in bags. Kerry's very organised, so she's got like all these bags and she's written on it like 0 to 3, just in case we have any others, and then some of the other stuff that he's grown out, like the Teats and stuff, the bottles. Yeah. She's kept them, and the older bottles that don't take the amount that he's had has anymore, because he's obviously gone up to
he's gone from them small ones
to the bigger ones.
Yeah.
So she's kept all them to kind of like donate to places. But when you just think about that to like where we are, it's pretty mad. Like them changes.
It's such a wicked thing to see, like how they change and how they take things in.
Personalities start to develop.
The personality is the best.
Yeah,
I've noticed that Mabel might be a bit crazy.
Yeah,
like she likes things that are a bit nuts. Like she likes it when you like pretend to throw her on the chair and all that, like, and pretend to throw her in the air and stuff. She loves all of that sort of stuff. Like mad.
See, Brandon's chilled. He's a proper chilled
But that's
guy. You
though, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you are.
Kerry's pretty chilled as well. I'm quite lucky, really, you know.
There you go, see?
But he's a very chilled, but he knows what he wants when he wants it. Like, that's a
good thing.
I could do something to make him laugh. And if I rinse it, no, I'm not laughing now.
He's not on it again.
So, dads, if you don't get a laugh out of the kids at one point, that's probably why. They're probably like, all right, cool, you've
done this once
rinsed
already.
that one.
Yeah, you've killed it, man. Allow it now. Move on to something else, bruv.
But that's another thing as well, like me and Kerry fans, you know, like when they change from, like, so we used the man bottles, anti-colic bottles. Yeah. So they got different stages, haven't they, for different months. So when they're first, they're 0, then they go to 1, and then they're into 2s, and then they go to 3.
About the Teats,
the Teats,
the Teats, yeah.
So like when you change them, it's so like it's mad. Like, because the baby might take ages to drink from one bottle, and then you think, and he's getting the ump. Like, so Brandon would get frustrated that it weren't coming out quick enough, and then that's when it's teat change time.
Hungry boy.
So like what we've done now is like, when we buy the next size up, we buy one of the size up after. So when it gets to that point, now we're ready. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Like, that's a little tip
that
so we found. So you got one. So you could test is it because he's not getting, or is there an issue with a teat, or is it because, you know what I mean? Like that. So like you lift it up. If it's coming out still, then obviously like he's getting frustrated because he's not getting enough.
So
then we
had problems with that. Mabel we tried to move her up to the next ones. She was not feeling it, boy.
Really?
Nah, bruv.
Mad.
There was one time we gave her one bottle.
Yeah.
The next thing I knew, everything just came straight back up, bruv.
Oh yeah.
Whole bottle near enough.
Yeah.
So we just kept her on the ones before that, and she's just rocking with it.
She's into that.
She's cool with it. So if she's cool with it, do what works for them, innit?
Again, that's what we were saying before, innit? You got to do what works. Like, you can't go by, at these months this happens.
Yeah, they will let you know. Like, if you're worried about something when it comes to like feeding or whatever, they will let you know.
Yeah.
If you need to know, like, they will tell you that, all right, like Brandon weren't getting enough, so you changed him. He let you know that he needed that. Mabel, we put her on the bigger one. She weren't feeling it, so we went back to the next one.
Yeah.
They'll let you know when they need something.
And you know what? Even when it gets to that point of, like, because Brandon was a little bit quick on the, you know, like when you up the fluid ounces. Yeah. So like you have your 4 scoops first of all, then you have your 6, then 5, then 6, then 8, like 7, like whatever. So we're at 6 at the moment, and like you kind of know because you give them the normal one, but then they're still a bit whingy.
Yeah.
Like they'll finish that bottle quick. Like sometimes they finish the bottle quick anyway, but they'll finish, but then they're moaning still. Yeah. And I think when you like sometimes. Even from birth, like when the baby's still a bit whingy, they might just be extra hungry. So it's worth always trying. Like, if you've tried everything else, try them a little bit more bottle because it could just be they're a little bit extra hungry.
That's exactly it, man. I reckon most times that's probably what it is.
Yeah, because even like you were saying that Mabel didn't really get on too well with cow's milk. No, right?
So we tried her on Aptamil, and then we tried. There was another one. What was the one after that we tried? I think it was Aptamil Comfort.
Okay, yeah.
Tried that. But while we was doing them, we was trying the normal one with Gaviscon in it.
Okay. Is that what they told you?
Yeah, baby Gaviscon. The doctors
they said about reflux.
Gaviscon because they said about the reflux, yeah. That was working a bit.
So that's not normal Gaviscon for the dad listening. That's a special dad. Yeah. It's a special baby one.
You can't get this one in the shop. You have to get it on a prescription.
Yeah.
So it's a baby one. So we tried that. It was working all right. She was being sick in that now and again, but it was working all right. And then we put her on the comfort milk, but we're putting the Gaviscon with it, and it was making it mad thick.
Okay.
And then, then we was doing that. Then I think we tried something else after that again. And then in the end, it got to a point where she was being sick a lot.
Yeah.
So we was like, obviously, it's got to be something to do with the cow's milk. Yeah. She's probably lactose. Doctors didn't really help, like I said last week. So we changed her again ourselves.
Yeah.
Nance did a lot of research on it, found out that goat's milk is probably the next best thing.
Okay.
Because goat's milk is the next thing closest to breast milk.
Okay.
So we changed her to goat's milk. She was better on goat's milk. She was sick a little bit, but not as much as she was previously. Yeah. So it kind of got better. And then, that's it. She's been on the nanny care goat's milk ever since.
What made you start off with the
Aptamil?
Aptamil, yeah.
Do you know what it was? We tried the thingy, what you and Kerry tried, the Kendamil.
Okay, and that was what you started with first of all?
That was what we tried her on, first of all. When we first started doing, we had her on Aptamil, because at the time, Kendamil didn't do the pre-made bottles.
Okay, yes.
The pre-made milk, so we had to use the Aptamil ones. It was only when Brandon was coming that they started doing them. So we did the Aptamil pre-bottle ones, come home, and then we made the change and we put her on a Kendamil when we started making actual bottles.
Just for everyone listening, the Kendamil one, the reason why we chose that, or Kerry chose that, is because it's made in the UK.
Yep, same reason why we chose it as well.
It's organic, so it doesn't do a lot of travelling.
Yeah.
Like, and it is completely organic, and that was the whole. Because I remember Kerry and Nancy was speaking. They want to do about it, They want to do they want to keep the babies as clean as possible with what they eat.
Yeah,
you know?
that's it. And it was good because it was made in the UK, and at the time stuff was going on with Brexit, and we was unsure about.
And also in America there was that shortage with formulas, wasn't it?
Exactly.
So Kendamil has done well.
Kendamil is probably a very good formula.
Brandon really gets on with it. Brandon's never touch wood. Brandon's never had an issue with the Kendamil. And as you said as well, you touched on the pre-mades. Now they're honestly, dads definitely suggest them, because when you go out and you can't get hold of like some boiled water, or you can't make up a bottle, or take some sterilized bottles out in a bag.
That's it.
Take these with you. As soon as they're open, you get 2 hours to use them.
That's it, man.
So, like, when a baby wants one, you've got one. It's all made up, ready to go.
And you're good to go, mate.
And I think they're about 90 pence a bottle.
Something like that.
Yeah, so like if you go out for the day, stock up for them, put them in the bag. You ain't got to worry about running around trying to find like boiling water and then bringing it down to temperature.
And there is loads of other milks out there as well.
Yeah.
There's
and
SMA,
Hip,
Kendamil, Nanny Care. I think they're the main ones, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Don't just go by what everyone says. Obviously, do your own research. But
because there's reasons why everyone wants to use.
Yeah, but go on what your baby likes.
And also what you can get hold of. At Tesco's stock.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes there ain't none, boy.
But, all of these milk, I don't know about all of them, but our one, and they do a subscription service. So we're signed up.
Oh, they do?
You literally sign up for how many you want. And then they send them, and to be honest, when you start running low, they actually come, and then like it's all on time. Same with the nappies that we use as well. They do a subscription service as well. So
that is dope.
Kerry chose to use for Brandon for the nappies a company called Kit and Kin. So they're completely natural nappies, biodegradable.
Oh, that's dope.
And again, he's never had an issue. No nappy rash, nothing. There? They've been fantastic.
See, we started on. What did we start on? Pampers.
Okay.
We started on Pampers.
Yeah.
Like when you wear pants in that region there. Yeah. She was just getting really red from the nappies. So we changed her from Pampers to, I'm trying to think what the first one was. I think it might have been Asda nappies.
Okay.
I think it was Asda.
Yeah.
They was all right. Asda nappies was decent. They weren't too bad. And then we went from Asda to, was it Aldi or Lidl? I can't remember which one, but it was one of the two.
Okay.
And to be fair, between the two of them, Aldi and Lidl, their nappies are really good.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really get much of the marks and stuff. You don't really get what seems like was a nappy rash on but it was probably the chemical in the Pampers that was reacting to her skin of thing.
Some sort of material,
just the material even of the nappy. But the Lidl ones and... no, wait there. Lidl, was it Lidl? Lidl, Aldi, and that was the other ones. Morrison's.
Okay.
Nutmeg. Their nappies are wicked.
Okay.
They are wicked nappies.
Yeah, see, we've only ever, Kerry went straight in, she found Kit and Kin.
Yeah.
Like I said, they've got nothing in them, all natural, biodegradable stuff. And
are they not owned by someone as well?
Yeah, Emma Bunton created them. Oh. Yeah, but Brandon's been he's never had one single issue with them. They are completely
That's good though, man.
And they size up really well.
Yeah. That's the same as the Aldi, Lidl, and the Nutmeg ones. They size them. Their sizes are really good. To be fair,
because dads and that you'll go by obviously what they weigh, but then you start to when you start getting them mad explosive poos that leak out and things like that. You might have to level up a size. You might have to level up a size. And, and
try and catch everything.
Yeah. One thing I will say about the Kit and Kin ones, when we went from the size 2 to the 3s, they had 2 less nappies in the pack.
6 less. I told you this.
Oh, that's cheeky.
Because I think I think because they're biodegradable and natural, it's bigger material space. So to keep the price the same, they give you 2
6
less nappies.
Yeah.
It was a cheeky one, but I get
it.
So
do they come? Good. So what I noticed on, I think it was the Lidl and the Aldi nappies. Yeah. On the front.
Yeah.
When you put it on the baby and you do it up.
Yeah.
On the front where the 2 sticky bits go.
Yes.
There's like a line.
No, see, Kit and Kin doesn't have these.
On the thingy ones, it tells you when they're full up. Like the line goes blue. I think it's yellow and then it changes to blue.
But see, Kit and Kin's ones, they kind of like, because they kind of like, they swell. So you can see when there's something in them. Like, and because they're then like natural as well, you get like the colouring of like, there's something in there. There's like wee in it, or there's
something. There's something there, boy.
Yeah, and like they're cool as well because they've got like a face on the back.
Okay.
So like for like it's something to like
something different.
Like something different. But
do you know what? Saying that with things on the nappies, I got to big up. I got to big up Mabel's godmother, Kerry. Yeah. She got us the Pampers nappies. Yeah. Big her up because she had a whole basket. Yeah. Just know that half of this basket on the nappies, there was little messages written on the nappies.
Oh, nice.
So dope. I'm gonna get Nance to let me post a picture of it.
Yeah.
But it was dope. She put some proper messages on there as well. So big up Kerry, man.
Yeah. Love that.
That's sick.
Love that. Yeah, no, them nappies are they're worth looking. They're I don't know what to be honest, I don't even know what I'm completely green to all this stuff. Like I've only learnt it since like Brandon and Kerry did all the research and that. But these are the Kit and Kim ones. I think are about. I think they're like £8 a pack.
Okay.
So I don't know what the prices are with.
So I think Pampers are about a £5 a pack.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more than that.
Yeah.
Asda's I think are about in the £3-4 range.
Yeah.
And I think Lidl's and Aldi and Morrison's are probably in like the £2 range, between £2 and £3.
Okay.
And it depends on however many you want, sort of thing. But
they're
reasonably priced.
Kerry's had me working. No, but big them up because they've done really well from him, and because they've been so good, I won't even change them now.
Yeah,
of course. He's with them. Once you've got something, and I know how they work. Like I know I've got to pull the little fans out of the legs, so I know like there's no leakage there.
Even if it was a different nappy, you'd be all right. Yeah. You have to do the same on all of them, bro.
Oh, fair enough. But I'm cool with these ones. Like I know how they work.
Oh shit.
Bottle wise, we both went for the same thing, didn't we? We went for the
man bottles.
We went for the man bottles.
Yeah, I went for them off of a recommendation.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with my words today, boy. I went for them off of a recommendation from my cousin.
Yeah.
He went to a baby show and got loads of them and said that they was the best bottles he's ever used.
Okay.
So
yeah, see,
I rocked with them from that.
I think someone else had said about them to us, and Kerry had done her research and about the anti-colic stuff. And then when you said it as well, we was like, yeah,
it just made
everyone's
sense,
talking about them.
Yeah.
And I've never even tried anything else. They're great. They're great.
We ain't either.
Like, the sterilizer you can get with it, fantastic as well, because that also warmed breast milk as well.
You can warm up
and
breast
normal milk,
and you can warm up food with it as well.
Yeah. So
it's perfect in that respect. To be fair, it is decent, man.
And I suppose while we're on this topic, before we get back into the babies and their developments and whatever, it's probably worth discussing our product of the week this week. What's your one?
I'm not even gonna lie, you've caught me off guard.
Go on.
You're going to have to go with yours first, bruv, because I've not thought of one yet.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, my product of the week, I would say, is these two guys made an absolutely fantastic product, and it is the Dingle Dangle.
Listen, I think I need to invest in one of these.
It is absolutely fantastic. Brandon loves it when, like he loves the little octopus.
Okay.
That just gets his attention.
Every time.
And when you take the part that kind of you just research it. It's
just
fantastic.
Go and look,
I can't describe it to describe.
Yeah?
It's fantastic.
Go and look them up.
They're on Instagram. Fantastic.
I think it's at Dingle Dangle Baby.
Yeah. And then so you get this kind of like the handle thing. It attaches to a unit that goes on your head, and then the octopus
it makes you
dangle.
look like a unicorn.
Yeah. So like when you're changing, and it kind of gets the baby's attention. But Brandon plays with the octopus on his own as a toy. Like he loves it.
See?
And then the other part, it's like
because it actually comes apart into other little toys,
interchangeable.
Well?
Like it's not just one use; it's got loads of uses.
That is such a it's the dopest idea.
So cool,
so cool.
And the actual bird toy, you use the part that attaches to your head.
Okay.
And you loop it and it becomes a rattle.
Yeah.
And it makes the most unique noise. Brandon loves it. It's not like a ching 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 ching. It's like a bell kind of.
Okay.
and it's the smooth.
I need to cop one of these.
Grabs these. He loves it. Absolutely loves it. So big up the Dingle Dangle this week. That is my product of the week. Just because, like, it's really like, you know, Brandon loves it.
Do you know what? I'm not even going to go with a product of the week. That's good enough for me, you know.
All right, fair enough.
That's good enough for me,
Product of the week
is
all
Dingle
the way
Dangle.
Yeah.
Make sure you go and check them out on Insta at Dingle Dangle Baby. Where did we see? We saw them at the baby show.
Saw them at the baby show, and then we kind of kept in touch with them.
Yeah,
and they sent me one through.
Sick.
And yeah, they're fantastic. But like, this ain't me bigging them up just because. Like, this is me bigging them up because they've got a great product.
See, it would, if it was you doing it before we did this, that would have been you bigging them up just because.
Yeah.
But now this is you bigging them up because you've used it.
Because now I can use it.
And
like when they first sent it, Brandon
it.
was too young to
even
never grabbed his attention.
Yeah,
like you'll notice that while we're talking developments, they look at things, but they don't gravitate towards things until they get a bit older, do they? Like when something actually gets their attention, now, like he can look at the telly and see baby sensory videos on YouTube and he'll watch them. And he knows what he don't like looking at.
Yeah, it's true.
So like,
it's very true.
But the Dingle Dangle, fantastic.
I need to get one of these because Mabel's got to that point, where she thinks it's cool to try and grab everything that's around her on the chair while you're trying to change her nappy. So she's trying to grab the wipes, the baby cream. She's trying to grab it all, and I have to take it off her. But then she's rolling on her side and trying to get away and all that. So
well, Brandon's on his stomach.
Need a
quick,
dangle.
fast. Yeah. So you got to kind of like, because
I'm saying, bro. I think I need to get a Dingle Dangle just to keep her occupied.
Brandon blows off like a man. Is his dad's son.
Listen, Nat says this all the time because I have a real flatulence problem. Yeah, I'm not even gonna front.
Mine are loud.
You get me? Nat always says she's definitely a dad's daughter.
Yeah,
she lets them go like no tomorrow.
He's got into a thing now where Kerry's changing him, he rolls over, and then as he rolls over, the
other day we was in the bathroom. Nance was in the bathroom. I was about to hand her Mabel, and I bent over. And as I bent over, she let one go.
Mad.
And it was one of them ones where me and Nance, we was kind of like bickering about something. But as she's dropped it, we couldn't help but laugh because it was so funny that it just came out at the perfect time. So yeah, boy, she's the same. She's got a flatulence problem.
Yeah, mad. While we're talking about fathers, kids, like it's mad how like your whole demeanor changes when you have a kid.
Yeah, man.
And how you try to do better.
Yeah, man.
As well for yourself and your partner, but for your child.
Yeah.
And true. How like it completely gives you a mad focus. Like you want to do things to give them more than you had, or
hence why they got this podcast.
Yeah, pretty much.
That just shows you the focus there, right there, doesn't it? Really. Because we spoke about this from the beginning. Yeah. From when we found out they was pregnant, and we was like, we'll do it. We'll start doing it. Obviously, life gets in, and stuff just starts rolling when you're having a baby. Things move a bit quick.
And in the beginning, you've got every intention of doing things straight away, but it doesn't happen like that.
It don't work like that, man.
And you can't put pressure on yourself either for like having these new things and this new drive, but not being able to act on them straight away.
Yeah, because, take your time with it, man. Don't rush yourself.
Because you still have to have that time with the to bond and do that thing and just get used to being a dad. Yeah, and then it comes. But it does give you a whole new drive, doesn't it?
A whole different drive, man. Hence why this podcast started, and now it's just like all guns blazing, foot to the pedal, and let's do this. And yeah, man, sick.
And yeah, it's like it's crazy. And your relationship also you'll find your relationship with your partner
turns into an army operation.
No, we'll get onto that in a minute. I mean, like it also changes. Like you have to appreciate,
appreciate the time you have.
Yeah, the time, like because time obviously, not that you become second focus. But the mum's focus, obviously, they become their mum full time, all time. Yeah, that's it.
All day, every day, 24 hours a day.
And
we can leave the yard. Yeah. And we can be us for a couple of hours.
Yeah. It doesn't always work like that for them.
It's true.
So, like that side of things, it changes. The relationship changes, and you have to be aware of that because you've got to like you can't put extra pressure onto it. What I'm trying to say? Like you can't then be like, why haven't I? Like we haven't done this or we haven't done that because it honestly, it's this is a dad to a dad just saying, like, you have to just know what they do is full time.
Exactly that. It is a full time thing.
Yeah.
And you just got to enjoy the moments when you get them. And
really enjoy the moments when you get them, because as you were just saying, it's a military operation, and
Bruv.
you sit down for a minute, and trust me, there's something for you to do.
Something.
Yeah.
Something is
come home from work,
always
sit
on
down,
the horizon.
and you get out your phone, or you have that 1 minute fit, and it's babe, or I'll get hun, can you do, and then you get up to do that one thing, and there's
it turns into
list.
about 4 other things, boy. Jesus Christ, man. It's mental.
But
you think it's one, and there's about another 6 to come after it.
Yeah, it is mad.
Mate.
Like, yeah, you like, and the thing is as well, you can't even say, "Oh, let me sit down for it," because they haven't all day.
Exactly that.
So you literally have to just ride with it.
You gotta just rock with it, bruv. Don't try and think you're gonna put your feet up, because it might not happen. Just go with the flow.
Because you will. They trust when they've been doing it all day. Everything you say, that whatever they've been doing it.
Yeah, you get me. Whatever you've been called upon to do, just do it and don't moan. End of story.
It will work out in your favour afterwards.
I've started figuring this out. Don't moan about it. Just do it, bruv.
We'll turn it into a joke now. Like, I'll just be like, yeah. What else you want while I'm up, Because I know there's not just one thing. What's the other things?
Have you know what? Yeah, this is how serious it gets. Yeah, I'm sure that Nance could be a sergeant major in the army.
Oh yeah, I think the pair of them could,
because
I'm sure they message each other during the day.
They must do.
They swap notes.
They must do, man.
I've got to do this by doing this.
Because even just trying to get out the house sometimes, it's like a military operation, bruv. And I hate being late.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that likes to be late, bruv.
That's one thing you do have to get used to. Like,
being
late? You cannot, not being late, but you can't just leave the house anymore.
No,
like, there's a
stuff
process
going on, bruv. There's a big process
and
going on.
Kerry will do now. Like, I've had, like, today Brandon had his other swimming lesson. So Kerry was going in today.
Was there a list of stuff you had to do?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. It's like, so Kerry got ready. I fed him and whatever.
Yeah.
So Kerry was up getting ready. Then she come down. Then I've gone to get ready. I've come down, and then she's like, "Do you want to feed him and burp him and whatever, change him, or do you want the list?" And then it's like she's got a list. So there's a checklist. So it's like bottle made in the cover. Then there's like dummies. Have you got dummies? Have you got a ready to feed just in case we're out a bit longer and he needs another one?
Question though.
Go on.
When does she make time to make this list, bruv?
Oh, bruv, it's programmed.
What the?
Like,
she's got the list in her head.
Yeah. She knows what is. Have you got a muslin?
This is when you know women are serious.
Yeah. Have you got the muslin? Have you got whatever? Like, there is no room for like
changing bag.
Yeah.
Pram.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Bottles. Milk.
The
nappies
are ready to feed in case that one runs out. He falls asleep.
Oh my god!
And then if he falls asleep and then that one's run out after his 2 hours, there's a ready to feed there just in case until we get like that. There is.
It's mental.
It's fine tuned.
It is a well-oiled machine.
But dads, if you know what's good for you, just go with it.
Yeah, don't try
because there's a reason behind it, and it works. It works perfectly. It's a flawless operation.
You know that saying? There's a method to the madness.
There is a method for sure.
There really is.
And trust me, letting them work on it, like getting the thing together, it will. You'll have everything, because I'm sure if you will forget something, and it'll be on you.
Forget everything.
So you have to just just run with it.
Yeah, just go with
the flow. Just be happy that they've got this list.
Don't try it. Don't try to like fight it. Don't try to like kick and scream. Not like don't. Just roll with it, bruv. Roll. Just roll.
You know what? While we're on the subject of mums, and I was saying last week about like Kerry running out to get her nails done and that. It's so mad. Like like we were saying, dads take on certain jobs.
Yeah.
So Kerry does not like, or she didn't ever want to, because she's scared of like hurting him or whatever, is cut Brandon's nails. So I've become nail technician in the house.
I don't do that stuff.
Go on.
I'm scared of that as well.
Yeah, so I've become nail technician. So at first, I bought this thing from Amazon. It was fantastic. It's like this little, it's like an electric file that spins like a disc.
Yeah. I remember you showing us that.
Yeah. So like when they're like newborn, because I wouldn't even cut them at newborn, but you have to trim them because they cut themselves, don't they?
Cutting themselves, man.
Like they'll scratch their head and like all kinds of like things. So this thing, it was really good, because if they press on it, it stops. And And then as they get older, you change the disc. So the nails get harder, so the disc is firmer.
Okay.
And then we got to a point where it was kind of doing the middle, but the edges were still sharp because obviously you can't get right close to the edge. So I've had to go to the clippers. So now I am now a technician.
Yeah, you're a braver man than me, bro.
I am so I'm literally but he's there chilling. If I do the feet, is a madness. Like he'll kick there, kicking.
Just ask about the feet.
But thank God the toenails don't grow as quick as the hands.
Oh my gosh, no, they don't. As it goes. So the hands grow mad quick.
Yeah, so I've ended up mastering the art of like, Dad, you're gonna end up doing things that you would never expect to be doing because there'll be that one thing that the mum doesn't like doing or doesn't want to do that you have to kind of like.
I'm scared of the nails. I'm scared.
Even now, I'm just thinking about it now. You know, I hate spiders. I've become spider removal man in the yard. I hate them.
I've been spider removal man in the yard for time, bro. Before Mabel even came along, I was spider removal man.
Yeah, but more so now, it's like, I don't know, it's like...
And I'm not a fan of them myself.
Bruv. Oh, if you see ridiculous. The one in my house the other day...
I'm spider removal man. Yeah. I'm the man that has to get rid of the wasps.
Yeah.
All of that, because Nance starts running around flapping like a... Listen, it's nuts. It's mental, bruv. It's mental.
But yeah, no technician. So, Dad, get ready for that as well.
Yeah, boy. You better just know what time it is. There's a lot of things are coming.
I would say whatever they tell you to do it, because it definitely makes your life easier.
Isn't it? It's a fact. Just do it. I need to start taking more of my own advice and just do what I'm told. Sometimes I try to be defiant and it don't work.
I'm
just being an idiot to myself, really.
But like we're talking about these stages of like 2 to 5 months and that, and the development.
Yeah.
Like and we spoke about products and things like that. We've been buying more toys now to kind of like stimulate them.
Yeah.
How you been? Like what sort of things have you been?
So we got like them, the ones that you put in front of them and they bang and it makes noise.
Yeah.
We got a big one of them.
Yeah.
We got a little miniature one.
Okay.
It is sick.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I said, this is actually quite dope. I'm not going to lie.
Nice.
But I'm an idiot.
Go on.
Because for 2 weeks, I was trying to figure out how to turn this thing on.
Yeah, go on.
You laugh when I tell you this. For 2 weeks, I was trying to figure out how to turn this thing on. I'm holding it like this. Where do you think the on button was?
At the front?
Under my finger.
Oh, mad.
These times, like an idiot, I'm looking for this on button.
And you're holding it. Oh, what a nutter.
Holding it, yeah? I bought batteries the other day and everything. I changed the batteries thinking there was something wrong with the batteries.
Mental.
No, it's just because I didn't turn it on like an idiot.
Mad.
So there's one of them. We've bought a few. We bought some bath toys as well.
Yeah.
There's been a few different toys we bought.
Yeah, no, we're doing a few more of them because
man.
One thing we did decide on the development front is both of us have said like we don't want to get caught up with the whole just put them in front of the telly, watch
of course.
Play with them and like literally show them things like build it. And I think that's probably why they're both trying to talk.
I think
and they're both like, because the more you speak to your child, the more they're learning every single word.
They're gonna watch you, and see what you're doing, and try to copy it.
Exactly.
So
singing to them, fantastic. Like that's another thing we learned. Like singing to them works really well because they pick up rhythm, and then that's where they get their ooh.
Yeah, we're lucky we got a singer in the yard, boy. We leave that. Marley does that. That's her department.
Nice.
She's a singer.
Nice. I definitely ain't in Kerry. Kerry's all right. Yeah, she ain't got a bad voice to be fair. But yeah, like so we was like we didn't ever want to do that. Like stick in front of telly, like like that's the or like like, and also I'm trying like we're both mindful at the moment of like. When you come in and you want that 5 minutes, just not sitting there like on your phone because I don't want Brandon to see us on the phone all the time. Like because like, it's an easy go to now, isn't it? It's hard to like.
I need to do that a bit more myself as well. Saying that.
Yeah, like you're learning all the time, isn't it? It's like one of them things, and
that's it.
And you kind of like you learn what you want to do with them, and like me and Kerry was discussing as well. Like once he does start saying things, and I know you should start now, but it's a bit harder now because obviously we don't speak a language. No.
It's getting him to speak another language.
Yeah, I want to get him on a language early.
Yeah, I said that to Nancy as well.
Because what? That's one thing I wish I would have. Like in school, they didn't teach us properly like that.
Nah,
they just gave you the book and said read it. Like I can't. Like now, I learn more from talking to people on a day-to-day life. They'll say something and I remember what they've said to me.
This is what I'm saying.
So I want Brandon and Kerry is the same. We want him to know another language from young.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a very good idea.
And like I want to get it from basic level where I can sit with them and learn as well.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I want him to, like I was saying, like we were both saying, like Spanish, French, you know. But you know what? I like kind of different languages as well. Like I've been picking up bits of Arabic.
See?
And we bought Brandon a book the other day. It was like the Arabic alphabet.
Yeah, you were showing us that the other night.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, like just easing things. Yeah, it's good to know so many things.
It's good to just broaden their horizons so they've got a toolbox of things that they can go out into the world with and be like,
they're not limited by nothing. I want to give them the best.
There's no limits. Like, they can do what they want.
Yeah,
even though they probably do what they want anyway. But this is good to have a bit more.
Ties in with what I was saying before about the drive and the personal thing, because it makes you want to do more for yourself to be able to give them more. Yeah. Like even down to like my thought process now. Like I'm trying to be a way more positive thinking person. And
I'm trying
because
to do that myself.
Like I want, you know, like if something, I'm mindful of words, you know, like I don't want to ever say to him, don't. I want to say to him, you can't do that because, not a don't, because a don't is like a negative.
It's just
like stop.
It's a barrier.
Yeah. Or you can't. No, he can do whatever he wants, and I want him to know that. You know, like
can is the word.
Yeah, and like
you can.
Yeah, or like don't do that because. So you tell them a reason why. It's not just a don't and a cut off and stop. There's an explanation to what, and they're things that, you know, like they're all teaching things that you're trying to think ahead of. You know, like me and Kerry's had them conversations, and like I said, that whole positive outlook on things. I'm trying to look at things in a way different way. You know, like
more positive way.
Yeah, like something might seem negative on that day, but there'll be a positive reason why that happened, and you'll find that later. You know,
of course,
that kind of thing, and like letting him know that from early. You know, like he can do whatever he wants. That's the sort of thing I want to do. And that development stage and like they pick up a lot. We were saying from like 2 to 5 months. We just said like their personality starts coming in. Yeah. And like you can see they know when things are like, they know when everyone's like, you know, and they can see things and it makes them happy. And
definitely.
Yeah. I think you have to be like straight from the very beginning. Like be mindful of things
what
like
you
that.
say and stuff like that. Yeah,
because they see everything and they hear everything and they know what's going on and they pick up things.
They're a sponge basically. You might say they soak up everything that's going on around them. So just be mindful of what you do, man.
Exactly. And
man.
They are a special gift, and
definitely
it's a crazy thing. And like we was having a discussion today because obviously like. We spoke about it before, and we are going to do a proper episode on it about like, you know, like work and
we said about us going back to work and all that sort of stuff.
But obviously the mums are going to have to go back to work soon.
Yeah.
And then we've had them talks as well, you know, like so like on the 2 days or whatever when Kerry's going to go back, she's going to start a couple of days at first.
Okay.
I'm going to take them days off
and be at
home.
That's a decent way. That's a good way to do it though.
But it's then you have to change, like, because obviously I've got multiple jobs and I do multiple things in it, like so like the cab, the filming, the pitching, the writing,
everything,
and like I've kind of got to now rework and like so so you start getting apprehensions and things because like I've got because you don't you have to still chase the dream and you have to still do what you've got to do. And we've been having them conversations recently about like when she goes back, but she's also looking forward to going back because it gets her. She's going to miss him. She knows she gets
a sense of normal, like not even normality.
She gets her brain working again.
Of her brain working, and she gets herself back again.
But I know she's going to literally be as soon as that, like, boom, ready to be mum. You know, like
when they leave the yard, you know you're going to get a message.
Trust me. Well, I think it'll probably be at first is she'll work from home a couple of days as well. So like on a dad front as well, you have to kind of be aware of them things, you know, because like thank God I'm fortunate enough to have a flexible job where I can step in
that's
and
it,
do that,
of course,
you know?
Of course.
But she's like it's like apprehensions and things change, and you just got to listen to them and do what's right for them.
That's it, bruv. Exactly that.
Yeah, it's
exactly that, man. It's crazy times.
It is. And there's so much more that comes every day.
Yeah. Like the first 2 months for us was a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Was mad. First month was nice. Was good. Second month, Jesus Christ. Everything went different. So obviously we had the baby and whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
Then she's been home for a little while, and I had to have an operation.
Okay, yes, I remember that.
So I had an operation on my toe, on my big toe.
Yeah, because you was hobbling everywhere.
I was hot, bruv. I was in bits. People would know what this is. Yeah, it's a bunion operation, but it's called. I can't remember the actual thingy term for it. It's called.
So they break your toe.
Vagus. They break your toe, and they pin it, and then they shave off the excess bone. Yeah,
mad,
to make it straight again. So I was off work for 2 months. Yeah, bruv. The worst time of my life.
Yeah.
Happened after having my foot done.
Yeah, because you were pretty immobile, weren't you? You couldn't move.
Bruv, I was finished.
Because you thought you had this done and you'll be about, innit?
Bruv, I thought I was going to be Superman and be out there on my foot again.
Yeah.
Nah, bruv, relax yourself and sit down, innit? I got up. The next day after having the op, I was out on a mobility scooter in Westfields. I'm going to try and find that video. I'm going to post it on the page, yeah? I was in Westfields on a mobility scooter.
Did you rent it?
Yeah, nah. You phone them, yeah? They let you use it. I knew I weren't going to be able to walk, but I wanted to go for dinner with my family and that, yeah? So I was in Westfields on a mobility scooter like some idiot. I should have stayed my ass at home. Oops, sorry for swearing. Sorry about that. I should have stayed at home because it weren't good for my foot. So while I'm trying to tend to getting myself into some rhythm of trying to move, while all of that's happening, Nance has got to take on everything.
Yeah.
So walking the dog.
Okay, yeah.
Doing the night feeds.
Yeah.
And all of the other stuff that she was doing. And may I add, she took it all on like a soldier and just carried on. She's a G like that, and that's what she does. So yeah, I cried a couple times because my foot hurt so much. I'm not even going to front. It hurt a lot.
Yeah, I remember you said to me.
A lot, bruv. And I got to have the other foot done. Anyway.
At least you're ready for it now, though. You know what it is, isn't it? The other one took you by surprise, first of all.
No, I'm still not ready for it. No, I'm really not ready for the next one. I'd rather stay away from it, if I'm honest. It's no good. So then that happens.
Yeah.
I'm off my feet.
Yeah.
The next week, imagine this is, literally near enough 7 days after I've had the operation.
Yeah.
I think it was a Wednesday. I don't know what it was on, like the 18th of May.
Yeah.
So then I'm indoors, I'm indoors with my foot up on pillows, ice on my foot and all that jazz. And I'm just there chilling.
Yeah.
Phone rings, Nance is on the phone. Don't worry, we've been in an accident.
Wow, yeah.
I was at, an accident.
Wow.
These time I'm thinking she's in the car.
Yeah, of course.
How she was talking, where things was happening so quick. My heart was going nuts. Where things was going so fast, I misheard and I thought I heard her say car.
Yeah.
But she wasn't in the car. She was just in an accident. So I just said, all right, cool. Where are you? Not even thinking of nothing. Forget my foot being in a thing and me being on crutches. I was just like, where are you? I'll be there 5 minutes. Yeah. I put the phone down. I got a cab. Literally jumped in a cab.
Because you rang me as well, didn't you? Because you said, where are you?
Yeah.
But I was at my mum's, wasn't I?
Literally.
I was in
yeah, like, you was in Bethnal and I was indoors. So these time, I've jumped in a sherbet, told the cab, drive. I need to go to Main Road. So I've got there. As I'm coming up the road, there's buses stopped. So I got to one bus stop. There's a bus stopped.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, right, is that them? Is that bus them? Because she said she's had an accident with a bus. Get to that one, nothing.
Yeah.
Get to the next bus stop, there's another bus. Nothing. I can't see nothing, can't see no one. Get further up the road. If you know anywhere in Romford or along Main Road, you know there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 bus stops. I think 3 or 4, something like that. So I get to the next one, further down Main Road. When I get there, all the cars are slowing down. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. So I must be getting closer now. I'm thinking I'm at the back of the traffic. Not realising I've got right to the front.
Wow.
So I'm at the front of this, where this bus has stopped. So one bus is at the bus stop. I get out the cab. I said to the cabman, all I said to the cabman when I got in is, bruv, I need to get to this place as quick as possible. He said, all right, boss, no problem. Got me there quick. I was there within about 3 minutes. I swear to God. Jumped out this cab now on my crutches and I'm hobbling down the road. This time I get closer. Bus is stopped. Road's blocked off. And there's just ambulance, police, fire brigade.
Right now, you are shook.
These time, what the thought that was going through my mind was, I've just had a phone call from my missus saying that her mum and the baby have been in an accident. And I get onto Main Road and all I can see is police and ambulance and all that sort of stuff. Anything could have happened within the time of me leaving the house to get in there.
Mad.
Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
My first thought is, I'm going to get there and something bad's happened to all of them.
Yeah, cool.
Because they could have been injured and anything could have changed within that time.
Of course.
So my brain's just doing overtime. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And then I've realised, as I've got round the bus, that there's another bus that's took out the wall, whole 20-foot long wall that's like 5 foot high, is took out the whole wall.
Jeez.
Knocked down all the bricks and is up in the air
and
on
you
a
can't
tree.
still see.
And these times, I still can't see no one.
Mad.
I'm saying to a guy, I'm looking for my missus. Her name's Nancy. He's gone to an ambulance. I think this guy misheard me say her name. So when he's gone to the because later now I'm thinking back.
Yeah.
When he's gone to the ambulance, they're in the ambulance, but he must have said the wrong name because I heard him say Natalie.
Okay.
So he got the name mixed up. So when they've said Natalie to the people in the ambulance, they said, no, there's no one here by that name.
Yeah.
So these time I'm thinking, where are they then?
Yeah, of course.
I can't see at the point. I can't see nothing. I can't see her car. I can't even see her mum's house because the bus is in the way. So I'm hobbling on my crutches. So the front of
the bus must look a wreck right now as well.
Finished.
Mad.
Finished. I'll put, if it's all right with Nance, I'll put a picture up on our page just so people that listen can actually see what we're talking about. So you get a visualization of what was happening, sort of thing. So I get around this bus here. I get round the corner, and it's to go into her mum's bit. So where it's blocked off the main entrance, there's a fence around the side.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got this strength from. No crutches on the floor, hobbling on one leg, yeah? My bad leg up in the air, and I'm hobbling on one leg. I've lifted up the fence all the way from the bottom up and above my head.
Mad.
And I'm hobbling on one leg still.
Mad.
These guys that helped my missus, big up the builders that helped her and her mum and the baby, they looked at me like I was a man possessed. Yeah. Like nuts.
Yeah, cool. You must
come under this fence. They've seen me. They've said, bruv, do you need some help? I said, yeah, please. So they've grabbed the fence and I've gone through. I've said, where's my missus? They've said, she's out there. I said, where? In the ambulance. So I've gone back out, found them in an ambulance. Jeez. At this moment, all I'm thinking is, right, Marley, someone needs to get her. So
that's when you went Kerry, didn't you? Because
I said, Kel, can you get Marley? She said, yes, no problem, whatever. There was no questions asked, and I'll eternally be appreciative to Kerry just for that reason.
She rang me then because I was on my way back.
Yeah.
Because I had to go to Bethnal for something, and I've come back.
Mad. See? Pete, you see what there's people in this world, that are supposed to be around you, and you and Kerry, on that day, I don't even know what I would have done. I really don't know, bruv. But it was like Kerry was like, I'll go. I'm on my way to get her now. I'm not realizing that Nance has already phoned someone to go and get her. So someone else has already gone. So I phoned Kerry back and said someone's gone to get her. Wherever I'm talking with the people in the ambulance, not realizing when I then sat at the back of the ambulance, and I've realized that I'm starting to go into a panic.
Of course you're gonna.
And I could feel like an
anxiety attack coming
a panic attack coming. I could feel it coming.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out I
need to deep breathe,
breathe, whatever, and I need to do what I'm doing. So I just kept myself busy just to fight it off.
Yeah.
Because I've had numerous panic attacks over the years.
Yeah.
So then obviously sorted it out, whatever, and then the ambulances took the girls to the hospital. So what we later on found out happened is the bus took out the wall, knocked down the whole wall, knocked a tree on top of my mother-in-law.
Wow.
Builders had to come and cut her out with...
So Nancy, her mum and the baby was walking into their block.
Into her mum's from Romford, from Romford sort of thing. So they're walking into where her mum lives. The buses took out the wall, knocked the tree down.
Mad.
Thankfully, the tree is what stopped the bus. So the bus has gone up on the tree route.
Okay, because otherwise the bus would have gone down.
Otherwise, it would have took them out, all three of them.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
So as mad as
as mad as it was, there is a lot of things to be thankful for.
Someone was looking over him. Yeah.
It's thankful that the tree it's thankful that the tree kind of hit her because that could have stopped her from getting hit by something else.
Of course, there's bricks and all sorts.
They were saying like a foot or 2 foot behind or in front, she would have been hit by bricks, and it could have been a different story.
Jeez.
So the bricks have hit Nancy, knocked her on the floor, but she didn't know this. So it must have knocked her unconscious briefly.
Yeah.
So she was on the floor, and the bricks have hit the baby's pram and knocked the baby out of the pram onto the floor on her belly.
Oh my God.
So it's only afterwards that we found all of this stuff out.
And you've told me this so many times, but hearing it again, it's just still like...
It gets me. Like, as you can hear, right, I'm trying my best not to... you know what I mean? But I'll be so honest, I really, really did think at one point that I was going to get there and it would have been a different story, and one of them would have been seriously injured.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I would have done with myself. If it would have killed all three of them, it would have just been me and Marley left.
Yeah.
And it would have took out 3 generations of Marley's family in one go.
Mad.
I don't know what me and her would have done with ourselves.
Of course.
Yeah, we would have been me and her for the rest of, but I don't know what we would have done with ourselves. I really don't.
Jeez,
so thankfully, I'm happy.
Yeah, that is like
that someone was looking out for us. You know what I mean?
Worst fear.
It's, you know what it is?
Of course.
It's, see, when people say it's like getting hit by a bus.
Yeah, and then you have to like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
and as much as that was traumatic,
yeah,
you've got to be thankful for
the things that happened that made them okay.
Has there been anything
like?
Did it affect the baby from then to now?
I think personally myself, it's affected her because before it, she was not really a jumpy kid.
Yeah.
Like baby.
Yeah.
But now when the dog barks, she jumps, and loud noises, she jumps. So
wow.
I think because of that, that's made that happen. That's what I personally think. They say the kids, you can't tell with kids and trauma and that. Yeah. I think it has a bit, if I'm honest. Nance has got PTSD.
Yeah.
Her mum, there's some... I think probably she's got some like mental stuff that she's got to deal with as well.
Obviously, that's her daughter and her granddaughter, isn't it? Like
that's it.
Same way,
same with
you
Nance.
as well.
Same with me. That her mum.
But just thankfully that you wasn't there to see it. You know
that's
what I mean?
It.
So you was together. Oh wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then we went on holiday. That we will talk about holidays at a later date.
But you needed that. You needed that then after.
Yeah, that holiday was much needed, much needed, man. It was a crazy 2 months.
Yeah, bro. That's up there. It's like the worst nightmare things as a parent, you know, because you try and protect them at all costs.
Yeah,
man.
And
then, like, as a dad, like you know, like your thing is to one, not be there when it's happened,
exactly, and two, when you get there, you don't know what's happened,
and you're a bit helpless as well. Cause
I'm helpless.
Control.
I'm on one foot.
Did you ever find out what were the causes?
So still now, we're still waiting for them to tell us what actually happened with the bus driver.
Mad.
He wasn't drinking. So for me, the only options is he had a blackout.
Yeah.
He was looking at his phone, or he passed out.
Yeah.
Something along them lines.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was a big distance of road, wasn't it?
A massive distance, and it came from the other side of the road.
Mad.
As well.
Wow.
So yeah, man.
So you've dealt with a lot during that 2 to 5.
I had a lot in that 2 to 5 months, and even now, like that stuff still affects people, man. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And I suppose, like, but the thing is, like, it was young enough for Mabel, and she knows she's in a safe environment.
Yeah, that's
so that will leave her.
That will help.
You know what I mean? Like, because you obviously
that will help her massively.
Yeah, and even like us being so close, and then Brandon and Mabel at the ages that they are.
That's it.
Like we've seen developments in their friendship. Like you know what I mean? Like,
the
other night she was proper like arm around him, holding on to him.
And that picture was hilarious. You know, it was very funny.
Yeah, so like them developments as well, and you know, like that side of things, as bad as that was, as traumatic as that, I can't even imagine. Thank God, like
it's thank God that they're still here and you get to see more developments.
And
you know
she's gonna she knows she's loved and she's in a safe environment, and
as they both are.
Wow. Yeah,
and their friendship will probably blossom over the years.
Yeah, of course. Well, they're either going to get married or be best of friends.
It's one or the other. Yeah. Like I've said to Marley keeps talking about when Mabel has boyfriends. I keep telling her, listen, there's only one boy that's allowed in this house with a pass, you know. There's only one in this whole entire world that's allowed in this yard.
When you listen to this when you're older, there you go.
He'll listen to it and be like, yeah, big up Jay. That's my guy.
It's mad as well, you know, like we're talking about like these times and whatever, and I was just saying about like languages and obviously with swimming lessons. And
yeah, man.
it's mad, like where you start.
I can't wait for swimming lessons. You know.
Yeah, when you're gonna take her?
Sick. Not sure. You know, I'm not too sure. We was talking about it earlier, but we didn't actually make a definitive decision about it. But it'll probably be soon.
Yeah, soon. Yeah, Brandon, like Kerry took him today.
Yeah.
So like we're juggling like when he gets in the water. To be honest, it's a bit like baby sensory. Like it's it's majority
it's
mums.
similar.
Yes, like it's like more mums or whatever. So I took him last week. So I reckon majority of the time Kerry will get in the water.
So the more mums thing is because obviously
Dad's maybe at work. Or,
I don't know, Dad's must be at work because we only get a certain. If you're in if you're not self-employed like you are, or you in a permanent job like myself, you only get 2 weeks paternity leave.
Yeah.
Which I think is a joke.
Yeah, no, it's mad. Yeah, because there's no time for you to do anything during that 2 weeks.
What are you doing in 2 weeks?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like you're barely like in a routine of anything at that time.
Nothing.
Like, it's like a flash.
Yeah,
2 weeks is boom.
Bang, and that's it.
Yeah. See, that's
2
something
weeks
they
go
need
past
to,
quick. I think they need to change that, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
And I said that before I even...
Because that's not even just as for us. That's to be able to just help out with the baby and create
what I'm saying.
The bond that you need to...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and then think, like yourself, if you was in a permanent job and you only had them 2 weeks, you'd have struggled because Kerry had a cesarean. It would have been a lot harder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, and we were... Like, if that would have been the case, we're fortunate that Kerry's mum and dad's close. My mum and nan... Like, my mum's she works, but... My nan would have been around to come up and do whatever, you know what I mean? Like, so she'd have been there. But yeah, like there is some mums that is literally like
some mums that ain't even got that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's nuts. 2 weeks though is nothing.
Yeah, that is something that definitely has to be.
Someone needs to review that and talk about it, man. Like, for real.
Yeah, and like we're gonna do like a full episode on that whole paternity.
There's loads of things that we talk about that we'll do eventually do full episodes on.
Yeah, so like these
talking
ones,
about,
like obviously this one's a bit varied in what it is because so much changes. You can't actually put a time frame on.
You can't.
The 2 to 5. You talk about the way they change and how they've adapted, but like there's so many moments along
loads.
And
there's
it's
loads of things that happen.
To identify them all is crazy, but they do start to find personality and
100%.
They.
By around now, like between the 4 and 6 month marks is when you start seeing the personality coming.
Yeah.
And coming out.
And they become like, like in the beginning, like this is like you want to give them a proper big cuddle. Yeah. Like they're so little that you have to
fragile.
So like now he's at that age and size where you can give him a proper cuddle and he's like and he'll cuddle you back. Yeah. You know, like, it's amazing. It is actually amazing.
The best one, what we saw recently,
was
Mabel reaching out for Nance.
Yeah.
You know that when someone was holding her.
Oh, yeah.
And she puts her arms out for her. I was like...
Yeah.
It was
that is amazing.
The best.
And when
absolute best.
You know what I love as well? When now they can know their name.
Yeah.
So you call their name and they look.
You see?
Yeah, I love that.
Or even if you don't call their name, they hear your voice and they start looking. They look for you.
Like they're things that you
them
probably
little
notice.
things there are the ones.
Like they're magical moments. And
definitely.
I would say as much as you can be there for every single one of them.
Yeah, man.
It's
massively be there for them as much as possible, man. Definitely.
And like again as well, it's like them changes in them. Like it is literally like one day they won't do something. The next day
they will do it.
They've done it.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Where did that come from?
Where did that happen?
Yeah, like when Brandon first rolled over, it was like, oh. And then when he rolled back, about a week later, he rolled back. It was like, what? Like he's worked out how to kind of sit up, so he can sit up now. So he's sitting. Like
it's on job.
Yeah, he's sitting now. Like, and then it's
see.
Yeah, he's properly like he is ready to
on this.
Yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, Mabel started doing the one where when she's laying in her maxi cozy chair.
Yeah.
You can see her tense it to lift it into a crunch.
Yeah.
So she wants to sit up.
Yeah.
And she does it, and then she'll go back. But you can see that there is mad strength in the core.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
Like today, I put him on on a cushion, and he literally just again like the crunch, sat up, grabbed the toy that he wanted, played with the toy a little bit, and then dropped back and was chilling with it. It was like, wow.
On it, let's go.
He was trying to pick up my phone earlier as well because I FaceTimed my mum and nan.
Yeah.
So like, and he knows the voices and whatever. So he's laughing down the phone, and then he's trying to grab the phone, and every now and again he'll hang up by accident. Like,
see with Mabel, you see when you put a phone on her, if she's making noise, she goes silent.
Oh, is it?
And starts looking at the phone, like she's waiting for you to take a picture.
Yeah. Bless her.
She is a camera child, man.
Bless her.
I think we need to get her into some kind of modeling or something.
Yeah, between the two of them, they're gonna do something.
As soon as the camera goes on her, she's on it. Like, he's nuts. He's mad. Absolutely mental.
All these little things you'll see in the stage, like, because the first little bit is very like your deer in headlights. And then from that first, like after that first month, when they start finding their routine, and you know your role, your missus knows hers.
That's it, exactly.
You start to know what you're doing, because it goes from like, there you go, work it out, no manual, and then you know what's happening. You know how it goes. Yeah.
I've got a groove going,
and then you start seeing them, and then who
best.
knows what the next ones are going to be. Like, I'm sure they're going to be crawling before you know it. And but you are in a place where you're going to hear Mabel and Brandon's journeys.
You're going to hear their life through us talking.
You know what I mean? As well as the lives of other children and their parents that we'll have on the show.
Yeah.
And I think next week it's only right that we get the mums in.
I reckon so, you know.
It's about time. Like, obviously, like we've said, this is the Dad Bible podcast, so it's all from the views of the dads. But it's only right that you hear
the mums,
because you're going to hear their voices throughout this series.
Yeah, you're going to hear them.
The nagging voice in the background.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it is, isn't it?
The final word. Because you know what, dads? One thing you must always remember: as much as you think you're going to get the final say, the mum always wins.
And what you say is not always right.
Yeah, the mum is always right. It works out that. Yeah? It works out like that they always end up being right. So just take it on the chin and deal with it.
And the fact of, we speak about them so much that it makes sense to at least have them on once.
Definitely. I'm sure they'll be on a few times over the years. And like I said, you'll always hear the voices pop in when we try and have something wrong. Yeah, we get something wrong. They'll be the voice that corrects it. But yeah, I think
every man knows that nagging voice.
Yeah. So next week we'll make sure we get Kerry and Nancy up, and then from then we're gonna have guests.
Yeah, man. And like you said before, your only qualification is you have to be a dad.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
That is all it is. Famous, not a single follower, never been on social media. It does not matter.
It doesn't matter at all.
If you've got a story
and you want to talk about it, you want to talk about being a dad, come and talk with us.
And as Jason said on the last episode, and we've said all the time, if anyone listening in has got something that they want to ask or something they want to say, but they might not have someone that they can talk to, feel free to drop us a message.
It's like a club, innit? It's a unique club.
It's the Dad's Army.
Yeah, bro. That's it. This is exactly what it is. You can talk to us, innit? We're all together. It's the Dad's Army. It's that simple.
It is that simple. It is that simple. And
that's simple, man.
And we will be having dads up here from all different walks of life.
All different stories.
And all different goals and things that they want to do. And you might learn something, and you might hear a few that say things that you don't agree with. You might hear some that you think, you know what, I'm going to take that on board.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. But listen, no matter what, if you've got an opinion on something or you want us to talk about something, hit us up on
@Couple of Dads Podcast on Instagram,
@CoupleOfDadsPod on Twitter.
And
it's info.
Oh yeah, info at coupledads.co.uk. There we go. So we got an email, official,
special.
So yeah, get at us. In any of the comments on any of the pictures, any of the DMs, feel free, drop us any messages.
Everything.
We'll check them out. We'll get back to you and we'll talk about it in the show. And on that note, thank you again.
Bruv, no, I don't think so, bro.
Oh, go on. What was happening?
No. There was something you was telling me about. You had a new little segment you wanted to talk to the people about.
Yeah.
Don't forget that, man. You can't get out of here without that.
Yes, dads. I have got a new one, because if you're like me,
bro, don't say it like that, man.
I took comfort in sitting about on my bum, being a dad, and I embraced the dad bod. So I've definitely put on a bit of weight. So one thing I do want to be doing is getting our resident PT,
there you go,
another dad, in to give us a few little
a few pointers,
and things you can do at home indoors. Quick little exercises that don't take up too much time. You haven't got to go and get mad gym memberships and all that to do them. Maybe even some nutritional advice and things like that. And that is our little segment called Dad Bod, and that will be once a month. We'll be going through that. So that is something else to look out for.
I think this is a great segment, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So do I. I hope
all of you guys.
I've got to get back into my six-pack mode. All you guys
that want to get back into shape and all that sort of stuff, or you just want to get fit because you know when this kid starts running, it's going to be a problem.
Fitness level, yeah. And see, that's another thing because it's like, you know what, I've embraced the size, but you know, like you want to make sure that you stay healthy because you want to be you want to see the progression of them. You know, you want to be there for them.
Look, let's not front on it. You're gonna have to be nimble.
Yeah. And you want to be around.
Yeah, you want to be around. That's the key, yeah. That's the main thing. But you want to be able to move around.
Yeah.
A bit sharpish.
Because they do move quick.
Because they can move fast. So you're going to need to move a bit
Brandon
quick.
rolls now, like rapid. Like he's here one and he's rolled over like quick. Yeah.
And they're over.
Boom. Yeah, so he's...
So you've got to be nippy.
You've got to be nippy. So, Dad Bod, that is another segment that we're going to be running with soon. And I'll probably get Jay on first.
That's a great idea.
Because he got me right fit before.
Yeah.
So, and he's a dad. You know.
If he's given the thingies, I'm gonna flip in get on him. I think we should. You know, I think you should do though. If we're gonna do this dad bod thing, you got to do it serious. I think there should be. You should do it where there's one for the geezer that wants to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And there's got to be one for the geezer that's a bit nervous and don't want to go to the
Fair
gym
enough.
yet.
Yeah.
And build into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think we should start off from the sofa. We'll start from the dad bod from the sofa.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of tins of beans and a few jogs around the garden or whatever.
A couple of tins of beans, you know. Couple of tins of beans and a big bag of pasta.
Yeah, so look out for that, dads. We've got you on all angles.
Yeah, man. We got you covered. Dad's Army to the world.
So, don't forget, whenever you message us, #Dad's Army.
#couple of dads.
And there we go. I have been Roony.
I have been Jay. And we will see you very soon.
Yeah, see you again next week. And you'll see our missus next week. Oi, oi.
Peace.
Ciao.